day 3 of the oatmeal collab. Today we are making a berry oatmeal bake, and there are some things in the recipe that I'm not going to be using, so this is, after all, a prepper pantry challenge, so I'm just going to be using what I have. And if you want to know the full recipe, then go down in the description below. I will drop a link for where I got this recipe. Okay. So we will be using 2% milk, old-fashioned oats, butter, an egg, light brown sugar, salt, pure vanilla extract, cinnamon, all-purpose flour, and I'm going to use some blackberries and some raspberries. And so that's that. Let's get started. The first step is to preheat your oven to 350 degrees and have a 2-quart baking dish to use. Check. There's a 3-step process. We're going to make the oatmeal and the milk mixture, pour the milk mixture into the oatmeal mixture, and then there's a topping that we're going to put on top. Change of plans, which is very frustrating because my stepdad has a whole big huge 40-year-old tree of mulberries, and I should have just used those. This is why I don't like getting stuff from the store, because I could swear by it that stuff goes bad faster that's from the store. But anywho, we're just going to be using the regular raspberries and blueberries instead of the blackberries, because the blackberries had white fuzzies on it, and I don't know about that. So, okay, first together we're going to stir together the oats, the sugar, and the salt. And so it's at a cup and a half of old-fashioned rolled oats. Actually, it says a cup and 1/4. I'm sorry. We'll just fix this right quick. I'm like Organized Pineapple. I don't usually measure things anyway. I usually just eyeball it. Okay, so a cup and 1/4 of old-fashioned oats. We got 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. And 1/8 teaspoon of salt. Stir that together, and I will let Emma do the honors of that. Go ahead. Next up, we're going to whisk together the milk, the egg, and the vanilla. So while she's doing that, I'm going to pour up the milk. It says we need 1 2/3 milk. 1 cup and 2/3. We have an egg and how much vanilla? Let's see, 1 teaspoon pure vanilla. Okay, that should be good, baby. We're going to need another bowl. It says to do it in a separate bowl. So. This bowl, we're going to be adding the milk, the vanilla, and the egg. And the vanilla. Next, we are going to pour the milk mixture into the oat mixture and stir well to combine. So you want to do that?
Yes.
There you go. Stir well to combine. Next up, we're going to make the topping. So for that, we're going to stir together oats, sugar, butter, flour, cinnamon, and salt in a bowl separately. After we got that mixed up, we can go ahead and pour it into our container that we're going to be baking in.
You think this is good?
Should be. Put it evenly. Make sure it's all spread out evenly. So far, that's what we've got. Just a liquidy oats mixture. At this point, we're going to make our topping. So I'm going to rinse out the bowl that I used before and dry it out really good. And now we are going to do the topping. So, for the topping, we'll need a 1/3 cup of old-fashioned rolled oats, which I think we already have here. Almost. What's next on the list then, on the topping? After 1/3 cup of old-fashioned rolled oats.
We need 1/3 of brown sugar. 1/3 cup of brown sugar.
Okay.
2 tablespoons of unsalted butter, melted.
2 tablespoons of unsalted butter melted. Okay, so we'll cut it and put it in a little bowl and you can pop it in the microwave for
Okay.
2 tablespoons.
Yes, ma'am.
In the meantime, we'll show Mo as entertainment. Hey, Mo! Mo's wanting a oatmeal berry bake. Our 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. One tablespoon whole wheat pastry flour or unbleached all-purpose flour. So we're going to use all-purpose flour. 1 tablespoon. We got our butter. We got our oats. The brown sugar. We've got the flour. Now we need some cinnamon. Can't overdo it with the cinnamon. Ugh, I love cinnamon. Okay. Then salt. How much salt does it say we need? It doesn't say.
Just says kosher salt.
Just says kosher salt. Alright. Oh, it does say right here, I think it says an 1/8 teaspoon salt in a medium bowl, but that's okay. Okay, and so we are going to mix that up, I would assume. Mix it, mix it, mix it. So you want to read for us what it says to do next?
Yes, sir. To assemble, pour the oatmeal into the prepared baking dish. Arrange the berries, including any juices, over the oatmeal. Sprinkle with the topping. The berries in here. Want me to get the blueberries?
Sure. You want to try a raspberry?
Yes, ma'am.
So you never had one before?
No, ma'am. I have.
Yeah, I'm gonna put more blueberries than I put raspberries.
Yeah, most definitely.
When it bakes out, though, I'm hoping it gets rid of the
Flavor.
the raspberry. Well, see, oatmeal is really bland, so. And then when it cooks out, I'm thinking it's gonna. And when it mixes with all these flavors, I'm thinking it's gonna.
Taste it.
Yeah. I don't like raspberries either. Child after my own heart. But I like blackberries. That's why I was so upset that the blackberries, of all the things, the blackberries could have molded, the raspberries could have molded and I wouldn't have been as upset. Okay, maybe just a few more. You want to try a blueberry? I know you tried one of those.
Got one that one.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite. I don't like the tiny ones as much as I do the squishy ones.
Okay.
Squishy big ones.
And so after we've placed the berries, what is it that we do? Sprinkle?
With the topping.
Okay. This is looking good. That looks delicious, if I do say so myself. And it's not even cooked yet. And we're about to find out what it tastes like. Okay, we're going to pop it in the oven. I'm going to go take a shower after I clean up this mess in the kitchen. And we will be back to try it out. Looks yummy, doesn't it? So we've pulled it out of the oven. We let it bake for 45 minutes, and we're supposed to let it rest for 15, which is going to be extremely difficult because it looks delicious. I think that's my favorite out of the oatmeal collab so far. Alright. We're going to sit down and